Hospitality House. Today I will be reading you a story with my dog Freya, and we are going to be reading Beyond the Pond. Today's focus is going to be on adjectives. Adjectives are descriptive words that describe an item, a person, or a place or thing. A descriptive word for Freya would be loving. Freya is also hyper, that's another adjective, and she's also very attentive because she's listening to every word I say. In this story, Beyond the Pond, the boy also has a pet dog, and so he also knows the joys of having a crazy dog. All right. Beyond the Pond, by the way, is actually written by a Minnesota author, Joseph Kuefler. He is from St. Paul, Minnesota. Okay, Freya, sit. Let's read the book. Just behind an ordinary house filled with too little fun, Ernest D. had decided today would be the day that he'd explore the depths of his pond. So he tried sticking a stick and dipping a hook and sinking a stone, but nothing touched. "My pond has no bottom," said Ernest D. "My pond goes on forever. I've always wanted to explore a pond with no bottom." "Oh, how exceptional." Exceptional is an example of an adjective. So Ernest D. gathered his explorer supplies, stretched 3 times, and prepared to set off. "I hope they allow dogs down there," he said. And with that, Ernest D. dove down between the fishes and the frogs, past the squid and sharks and shapeless things, into his pond forever deep. He dove into the lightless stretches and through the sunken treasures. "I think someone forgot to turn on the lights in this part of my pond," he said. I want to pause for 1 second because we have a special guest that just popped in the middle of our book. He's also interested in about the pond, or beyond the pond. The other side of this pond was big and ruckus. It was oh so tiny, but oh so tall, in every shape in between. Best of all, it was just for him. But this new place was other things too. It was ghoulish and ghastly. It was all things unimaginable. But Ernest D. was the bravest of explorers. He battled and brawled until the moon ducked low. And in the moment between moonset and sunrise, Ernest D. looked upon the endlessness and of his newly discovered land. "All this was hiding in a pond?" said Ernest D. "How exceptional." He saw dinosaurs, pink trees, pink grass. So exceptional is an example of an adjective. It's describing the new place he found. So he returned to his pond, stretched 3 times, and dove back into the lightless caverns and through sunken treasures, past the squid and sharks and shapeless things, out of his pond and back into the world. But the world wasn't quite as he'd left it. His house seemed a little less small, and his town looked a little less ordinary. Beyond every street and silent corner was a place unexplored. "Exceptional," said Ernest D. So my question to you is, do you think Ernest's town actually changed, or that his house actually changed? I think his perspective changed. Once he learned to explore, he could see beauty in things that maybe he didn't see before. So his house was cooler than he thought because now he was really exploring it. He wasn't taking it for granted. I want to thank you for joining me in this read aloud. And Freya would also like to thank you for being an amazing listener. Freya, high five. High five. Thank you, Freya. Bye.